Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Decod3rs channels. Today is a big day for the Rivalz team. That's gonna be amazing. And for that special occasion, we have FieldBlazer from the Rivalz team. And V as a host. Yes, what's up? What?
Let's go.
Hey, I heard V saying that she was wearing her Messi jersey for the occasion. I was saying he plays in the U.S. now.
Miami shirt for it. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I might actually get a chance to see him if he goes and plays FC Dallas.
What?
I may actually be able to go see him now that he's in the States if they play FC Dallas.
Yeah. FC which one?
Dallas in Texas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll
that's
probably see them in LA when I get back.
Yeah, that'd be a good match for
sure. Those tickets are always cheap.
Yeah.
The Miami tickets are too expensive now. They were like $29 the day before he signed, and then they were like $500 the day after.
Yeah, I was looking at the ticket prices from last year for the FC Dallas games, and they were stupid cheap unless you wanted to go see Miami. And then, of course, it was almost the price of season tickets for that one game. It was crazy.
It's insane. Yeah. I think I have a few friends with season tickets, so I'll make that happen.
There you go.
Cool. So are you excited? It's nearly that time.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag of emotions, right? You're excited, you're nervous. How's this going to go? Have we done our due diligence to get to this point? And is everything going to mint out properly? What does the community think about what we've provided? And I think we're kind of in an advantage compared to most projects because we've offered our product ahead of time. We've actually even had updates and improved on the product, the free version that we've been offering. Before we even offered a mint. Nobody's paid anything to us yet. We've only been giving back to the community. So I think we're in a pretty good position.
That's good. And in the chat, Limitless GM, Steph GM, and Amumu GM, hope you all guys ready to mint Rivalz on Magic Eden in 27 minutes. We're going to do that together. Okay, so let me put that. I can share the tab, Magic Eden, Rivalz. That's what we're gonna do. I can see the chat. It's shit, where's it? Okay, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it in overlay. Do you see it?
No. It's okay. I'll put it on my phone. It's fine.
Okay, I will flag the message where someone says something relevant. I will click on it and it will appear on
so
stream.
We got 25 minutes.
Yeah.
What do we need to know about Rivalz in this next 25 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're the biggest thing that you need to know at the moment is we're kind of making a shift. Initially, we started out with Rivalz TV and the board that goes along with that tied into the Rivalz Idle football game. And idle gaming is kind of becoming not so much a niche anymore. There's lots of people who are starting to ride that bandwagon, and there's starting to become a lot of, I guess you could say, negative marketing towards that from community members, from other projects. People are they don't like to see copycat projects, right? They want to get into something that's new, something that's innovative. And we've been kind of monitoring that situation, which is part of what played into the whole reason we delayed the mint to begin with back in December. We started to kind of see these negative reactions towards just idle gaming in general. Like the Heist is great. I'm not saying anything negative about what they have going on, but they were the original, right? Like when Bored Apes came out, they were the original, and then everybody tried to copy that. And it doesn't have the same hit, that the original one has. So we kind of went back to the drawing board, and there were some things that we were planning on launching in season 2 of the Rivalz campaign. And that's the 3D gaming aspect of what we were going to offer. And once we saw that we were getting, not us specifically, but idle gaming was getting this negative reaction, we decided we needed to kind of fast forward that aspect of our project and try to get it out as close to or a little bit after mint as we possibly could. So that's the biggest thing you need to know is the idle game is still going to be there. It's still going to be an integral part of the whole project, but we're making a shift to the 3D gaming experience. And it's going to involve things outside of football. Like if you don't want to be a football manager, you can race cars. You can build your own maps. There's all these there's so much to explain. It's kind of hard to find a starting point on how to relay the information about what all this is going to be. But we've slowly been releasing trailers to the community about what this is going to be like, and we're really excited to start moving in that direction.
Nice. And yeah, that's okay. So like you want to expand this like soccer manager universe into like, and using your law to integrate more games into the same universe, right? That's what you said.
Right. Yeah. So it's giving the holders more options and more freedom in an actual interactive environment, rather than just staking your NFT character, walking away, and then coming back and collecting your rewards. You're actually going to be actively participating in the game. So you will actually be playing soccer matches or football matches. You'll actually be getting in a vehicle and racing other members. We're going to have tournaments outside of football. We're going to have car races and duels and battles and things like that. All these different game modes. If you think about things like Fall Guys or Among Us or Rocket League, things like that, we're gonna have elements of those styles in the Rivalz universe. So we've developed our own game engine, Rivalz Engine, and that's what this all is going to be based off of. There'll be small lobbies, unlimited lobbies. Everybody will be able to be accommodated, but it'll be much like League of Legends, the way their matchmaking tends to work. It'll be very similar to that.
So like it's like the Battle Royale?
Yeah, that will be one option. It's going to be multiple game modes. So if you think about Roblox, how they develop their game and their universe, not only can you participate in games that are already created, you can create your own games, and that's the direction that we're moving in. I actually have a trailer that I could play to introduce this.
We can do that.
You guys want?
Let's go.
Yes, you can share it like the button, like you have your share screen button in the middle of like your interface.
Gotcha. Okay, let's give this a whirl.
Shout out to Restream. They really improved.
Yeah. And even like the quality of the stream is, I don't know.
It's way better than it was originally.
Yes.
Restream, if you're listening, we shouted you out. So come sponsor us.
Okay. So instant reveal NFT. Okay. So Cryptoman, first question, instant reveal NFT? Oh, no.
Oh, I'm seeing the chat now.
Oh, no, not this one. Not the screen. Okay. Phil?
It's because he buffed his dome. Thanks, Reaper.
Phil? Did we lost you?
It seems as if we did somehow. Oh no. Okay, so how many minutes till mint while we figure out where he's gone?
Failed. Like nice, like that was nice stream. Okay, so Rivalz page 20 minutes. So we got time.
20 minutes. Yeah. And so
what?
How Field comes back.
So I'm here.
Yes, what happened? What was that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was trying to play the trailer there, and I'm not sure what happened.
Oh no.
What did you guys see?
Nothing.
Just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We lost the sound.
No sound.
So I shared the screen, and then I shared the window, and it said it shared. So I'm not sure what happened there.
That was the moment when we lost you.
Got you. Okay.
Is that something you can send to us?
Yeah, I posted the trailer in our chat that we got going in Discord.
Okay.
So we'll get to it. So Field, while he's setting that up, I have a question for you. So like from what I'm seeing with the characters, and listen, forgive me, I'm not a huge gamer. I'm like killer at Candy Crush and any such game. Everything else is kind of like not my realm. But from what I've read, from what I've seen, like and you've already kind of answered this, there were a couple closer to when you were minting before. So I'm actually glad you made the decision to mint in January that seemed really similar to what you were doing. Like they were like football manager type games, but it seemed to me that those games were with like real teams. So it was almost like fantasy football more.
Right. Like Match Day. That's one that comes to mind. They actually use real characters, and they probably have license in their affiliates and things like that. This is more of a So the driving focus of this project originally is Rivalz TV, and that's still the main focus of this. And what we want to do is offer. We have an animation team, and it's developing the lore through an animated series, and that's kind of the backbone that everything else that we're developing falls back on the Rivalz universe. We're going to launch the animated series through Rivalz TV, and then we also want to use our animation team to start building relationships and collaborations with other projects so that we can add additional features to their holders and other utilities to their holders. So maybe we can help you develop an animated series, or maybe we can develop a documentary, documenting your journey through creating your project, or whatever might come up, whatever. If you have your own ideas about the direction you want to go, that'd be great. And we want to offer that on our streaming platform. It's very similar to Netflix. We've already have that platform created. We're just trying to stress test it and get all those bugs worked out as far as that goes before we launch it. And we want to offer watch to earn features. We really want to be able to start bringing Web3 to the Web2 users. We want to start introducing it to people they've heard. Everybody at this point has probably heard about cryptocurrency, or they've heard about NFTs, and there's still a lot of stigma attached to that. And we want to be able to find something that everybody has common ground on. And that's what everybody loves streaming TV. That's something that we can all agree on. And we thought that was a perfect entry point to start to try to bring NFT and crypto to a larger audience and kind of start to adopt them into what NFT can be. And then hopefully be one of the front runners, a lot like you guys, on how we can start developing new ways to use NFTs and start actually bringing true utilities to everybody.
Watch to earn is a banger, bro. You should definitely do that.
Yeah. So the holders will be able to watch, and they'll earn drops, everything from Solana to possible free mints and other projects, and Rivalz tokens, and there's no limit to what we could offer with the watch to earn.
That's on your website, when you talk about your television show, that's what you want to achieve, right? I'm gonna share that here. What is it? Basically the whole television studio. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. We have the television studio, and we have our own animators that are developing our series, but we're also going to contract out to a lot of other well-known animators and content creators to try to bring some diversity. It won't be anything that we write specifically. We'll contract them out and say, hey, we like what you're doing. Feel free to develop a series, and we'd be willing to host that on our platform. And then that way we can, Netflix doesn't have a bunch of remakes of the same show. They have a huge diversity that they offer. So that's the direction we want to go in. We want to bring in other huge artists in the space, and this will also help them to showcase their works to a whole different side of or a whole different audience, rather than just posting on YouTube and only attracting to the Web2 communities. Once you get into Web3, you have all these other advantages that you can start playing on, like the watch to earn features.
But how do you produce all of that? Because that required a lot of capital, right? So
so we're lucky enough to have a fairly large team. We have 12 members that are working diligently. They work hard, and they've been working for free for a long time now. It's been over a year that we've been working to develop this. They've been working night and day, and that's how we are able to offer the products that we have before we mint. And really, we're all riding on the hope and the promise that after mint gets here, we'll be able to reap some kind of reward. And it's not to say that when we mint and we receive the mint funds, we're just going to use all of that to pay out the team. If you look at the white paper, I think we have set at 20% will be paid back to the team. And then we're going to use the rest of that to go into things like the treasury for the casino that we developed. We're going to use it to go into hardcore marketing, which was one of the things that we kind of lacked in. But it's because whenever you're working for free and you're building out of your own pockets, you have to be really selective about where you spend that money. And we wanted to market in a very organic way because we didn't want to attract the wrong type of investors. So we were of the opinion that if we build a quality project and we put that out to the world, then the people who we want to be in the project will find us, and they will do the work for us as far as presenting it to other people. Because if you build something that's quality that people are excited about, they want to share that with other people.
100%. Yeah, like this like referral way of doing it by showing up that you worked and it's like valuable. It's like it offers like a value to the people who participate in the project and like hold your NFTs. Then it makes sense like to like increase and share it with your friends and family that that you want them to do good in the project, and especially in crypto, right? Because a lot of like project that get hype, unfortunately, it's all about promised lands and then nothing happened, but they mint out and that was their promises. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, that seems
like
to be a common theme in the
this,
space. For a long time there was the whole I always looked at it as essentially the Kickstarter of Web3.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Give us your money, and then here's what we want to do. Give us your money, and then we'll try to develop that. And we're trying to change that aspect. You know, we want to change the standard for NFTs in general. We feel that you should have your product ready or as close to ready as you can possibly get it, and you should put in the work, and then you present that and let the people decide if it's worth the mint. And you know, another thing that we've started to see is how hard it is to actually get known in the community through other projects. You would think that, and there is a theme, and there are some good projects out there that are willing to collaborate and are willing to help. But then there's this whole other side to it where you try to collaborate with some of these other blue chip projects, and they seem interested. They talk as if they're interested, and then you never get any response back from them. Once you get to, hey, do you want to test our game out? Hey, you want to discuss collaboration? It's kind of, you kind of get ghosted. And we want to try to change that aspect of it as well. You know, if the mint goes well, when the mint goes well, and we start to get the funds, we're going to start discussing and planning on ways on how can we change it? How can we be a platform to boost other upcoming projects in order to get their names out there? How can we vet these projects? How can we push the quality to the top and the scams to the bottom, that kind of thing.
But like, do you think it's like for people to notice a product in Web3 and crypto, like the biggest incentive is like, how am I going to make money out of that? And like in a long time, and then I will jump into like the mission behind of it. Like, you know, like, do you have that aspect of it for Rivalz?
Yeah, we understand that that's mostly the case right now, and you know, this might be this is my opinion solely, and it may be an unpopular one, but so I work I work in IT for a major beverage company. I'm a security cloud administrator, and I get to see how corporations are using NFTs and how they're trying to bring those to the market and how can they utilize that within their company. And then I can also see the other side of that, the quote unquote degen side of NFTs and how they perceive NFT and how they perceive blockchain and how can we use it for our advantages. And I'm of the opinion that NFTs will be the most valuable they will ever be when the value of the NFT is inherent, not monetary. Once you get to a point where you're actually able to utilize utility and reap real benefits from that utility, I think that will be the culmination of NFT. I think at this point, NFT and cryptocurrency is really kind of at the early Apple Store days. When I can remember when the first iPhone launched and the Apple Store came out, and there were apps that would come into the Apple Store like Lightsaber. And I downloaded it and I was just like, what would I use this for? Like, I paid 99 cents for this fake lightsaber light on my phone. And like, what am I going to do with it? This is crazy. Apps are never going to take off. And now you literally can't do anything without a phone app. I think we're at that lightsaber stage right now with NFTs. We're still trying to develop and figure out what can we use these for? What can NFT be? How can we start to evolve from this? So yeah, we definitely understand that there's a huge aspect of how can we make money off this, especially in today's current economy with inflation and trying to recover from COVID and, you know, worldwide economic collapse and these types of things that are going on behind the scenes. Everybody's trying to figure out a way to make more money. And so it only seems obvious that NFT and crypto would be the main thing to pick up on, because it seems like it's a get rich quick type thing. And that's what people are after. So yeah, we're aware of that, and we're trying to find ways that we can bring the two together.
But I mean, that's like so for example, for decoders, like the way is like we can like use the NFT is like having a SaaS subscription attached to it, right? Like you have your NFT and then you can do something with the product that we push and you have access to exclusive features. And like the price attached to an NFT reflect the value of what you can do and have like utility behind it, right? Which like for me, as a software engineer too, that what makes sense to me. It's hard to justify high valuation, that for sure. Like how do you justify the price of an asset that give you access to like another bunch of features, but it's worth like $50K, $100,000, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's also the piece of like NFT that make the whole NFT ecosystem known from the other side, right? So it's an interesting, definitely interesting ecosystem that we are in, and that's why I personally don't see
It's a lot
myself
of
doing
fun to
anything
watch.
else.
It's a lot of fun to
100%.
watch it play out,
Yeah.
especially from where I sit and seeing it from both sides, because, like I said, the utility to me is the most important part of NFT, and when I'm sitting in these corporate meetings and I'm listening to them talk about, you know, how they can use it for exactly that purpose, because they already have money. You know, the company I work for, they have more money than they'll ever be able to spend. And they're not looking at NFT as a way to create more capital. They're trying to figure out a way to attract a bigger customer base.
Yeah.
And so I think once we can start to kind of bring that aspect of it to the quote unquote DJing community, I think that's where you're really going to see it take off. Because I kind of consider the DJing community as like an open source NFT area where anybody can do anything with it. And so I'm really trying, or I'm really hoping that we can push that aspect and get it more into the community.
But okay, it's interesting. It's an interesting talk because like it's also a countercultures, right? Because like you can see big corporate like using social issues to increase their like customer base and like leverage everything that happened in the news to get more people or sell more product. I'm not sure I want that kind of stuff in the Web3 world personally, but
no. Maybe I misspoke. It's not so much trying to onboard people that way. It's more about how they're trying to use the utility aspect. They're more focused on the utility aspect of the token.
But it's also like defined by the project itself, right? Like you define your own cultures inside this degen culture, and you can actually leverage both. Like we all know projects that are considered like high project that are really, really good at hyping people before delivering shit. And then you have the builders project where people build like stuff before mint and then like keep building afterwards, right? So it's you kind of already have that, but it's an interesting topic, man. I like it.
Hey, so we're nearly at 5 minutes to mint.
5 minutes.
So maybe we should give some people some basics just so they know. The mint price is 0.85 Sol. Is that public mint?
Yes.
Yeah, fully public. Yeah, cool. Mint. We had a whitelist at one point. The whitelists have already had their mint, and they will be airdropped once the mint begins.
Nice. Is that part of like the 20% already minted?
No, so we had the pre-sale, and that's the 20% that were minted. The whitelist, we offered a 48-hour time frame before our original mint that we were going to do on December 19th. That they had to come in and claim their mint. Essentially, they didn't. I guess you can't say they actually minted, but they claimed their mint. And those that claimed within that 48-hour period will receive their airdrop once the mint starts.
Okay. So you have
you've actually sold more than is shown here. They just haven't officially been minted.
Nice.
Right, correct.
Cool. Okay. And Crypto Mom's asking, she's asked twice now, or they've asked twice now, instant reveal NFT, or is it going to be a while?
No, it won't be instant reveal. It'll be revealed once the mint is completed.
Okay. Nice.
Reveal on completion, Instamom.
Reveal mechanics, or is that going to be revealed all at once?
As far as I know, it's going to be revealed all at once.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, nice. That's fast and efficient. Okay, in the chat, who is like exciting? Who's gonna to mint? Like talk to us. Like I want to see in the chat who's gonna press the buy button as soon as this little mint is going live. Talk to us.
Yeah, and I just wanted to shout out to Hama Soul. That's I want to try to address people as they address me. So yeah, they said good luck with the mint. I appreciate that. We need. Hopefully, we don't need luck, but we always appreciate it when it's offered.
Crypto Mom's minting. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, did you get the? Were you able to see the video? Were you able to?
Yeah. Okay. So I have the video, but I can't share like a file with Restream. Sorry about that. We just mixed stuff around. So do you have a link with this video? Is that hosted somewhere?
It was actually given to me through WhatsApp, and then I posted it.
Yeah, let's freaking go, Troy Brown. Let's go.
I can.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe I can use the Discord link. Okay, let me try it now. Oh yeah, wait. Tag message link. No, okay, no, I can't. I can't
maybe
play it in the browser.
Second. Click it in Play browser.
Let me try. Open with yeah, it's like VLC and stuff. It will load another app. Okay.
Gotcha.
Sorry, should have tested that.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It was just something additional that was given to me this morning that I thought we might be able to work in, but if you can't, no big deal.
Should upload on YouTube. Create a Rivalz TV. Do you have Rivalz TV on YouTube?
No, we don't have Rivalz TV up yet because we've been focusing so much on the streaming platform. So whenever you're working with a limited budget and a relatively small staff for what we're trying to do, some of those smaller things kind of get overlooked and go to the wayside.
Yeah, I get that. I get the concept. Okay, 1 minute and 40 seconds before the mint is going live. I have it on my other computer. I will click this mint button as soon as it goes live, and then I will sweep the floor. Because I need 5 to play like the game, right?
Yeah, it was initially 6. You need, and that's just for tournaments. So you don't have to have that many to just participate overall. You can have as few as 1. To participate in the tournaments, you'll need 6 to fill out a full team. But it's not to worry if you don't have 6, you can't afford to mint 6 because we have the lone player loot boxes that you can pay for, the Rivalz tokens that you earn through the staking. When the tournaments come along, you will pay your entry fee, which is usually 500 Rivalz tokens. Not to say that's what it'll always be, but currently that's what we have it set at. And then you can pay 100 Rivalz tokens to get a lone player. That lone player will be good for 1 match, not the entire tournament. So you'll need to redo your lone player purchases after each game that you participate in the tournament.
Makes sense. Okay, so 30 seconds, and we have Kingfist who is going to pick up some out of the secondary. So we have a sweeper. Kingfist.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. And if this is new to you and you're just now finding out about us, don't sleep on us. You need to go check us out in our Discord and see what we've already developed. The demo's been live for I think 6 weeks now, and we've already had multiple tournaments, 4 or 5 tournaments on the weekends. We've given out real world cash, or we will be giving out after mint real world cash prizes to those winners. We've been keeping the names up, and we'll mint and we'll pay them out for the tournament winnings that they've earned. It's really exciting. Initially we were seeing really low community engagement, and then we launched the first tournament, and the engagement just went through the roof. And then ever since then, we've been hosting tournaments, and they've been sold out every single time. Nice.
Okay, mint is live, bro. Mint is live. Okay. People are minting. Let's go. Tag. Well, my soul. Okay. Boom. Okay. Clicking the mint button. Okay, so what I'm showing here is like on the other computer, but I'm minting mine on my personal wallet.
Oh, Musco just got his 5 airdropped. Let's go.
Oh, right away? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so like the airdrop is now?
Yeah, so if you have an airdrop coming to you, yeah, you should be starting to receive it.
Nice.
If you haven't already received it, you should be looking to receive it shortly.
Nice. Okay, that's cool.
we don't like to wait around, man. just like we offered
makes
everything
sense.
pre-mint, man. We're excited about what we're building, and we hope everybody else is just as excited as
Nice.
we are.
Okay, did you retweet it? Do I have to, like, I can retweet some? Yes, okay, Mint is live. Let's go. Let's retweet it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's do that.
Everyone in the chat, retweet this one. I pre-ordered. Yes, that's what's up. That's what we want to see. And where is it? Back. I'm gonna do it. Mint is live. Everyone, retweet this tweet. Okay, let's make some noise. That's dope. What about the art? Like, and the artist, like, do you have like how many people work on the art? Like, how do you? It's cool.
Yeah, so the art was one of the first things we started working on, and you know, from what I've seen from most people, either you love it or you hate it. Art is luckily one of those things that it's in the eye of the beholder. You know, it's subjective to the person that's looking at it. So I'm a fan of the art. I like it because it goes along with the storyline and the lore of what we created of this alien planet Rivalz. So you don't want it to look exactly like you know, you and me. You obviously want there to be some differences within it. And the animation that we got that goes along with the animated series, I really like that as well. I like the style that they're using. I'm excited to be able to start watching that on stream on Rivalz.tv. And you know, I think even if you don't like the art, I think that the utility that goes on behind what we're building overshadows that. Like it's fine. You can look past it if you don't like it, because the especially the 3D game that we've already tested, even though we haven't released it out to everybody, it's so much fun to play.
That's cool. But that's the most important thing, right? Like, if you, as long as you have like this like fun aspect of the game, like people will stick around and like play the game, even if like they don't print like 3 soul a day because of the game. At least they have fun with it, right?
Right, and that was another driving reason for us to create the 3D game. You know, with idle gaming, it's exciting at first, especially if it's new, but after doing the same thing, the simplicity of it over and over after a certain amount of time, people kind of get burned out, or you know, they have other things to do, or they forget, or whatever it is. But if you have some kind of engagement, community engagement, something that changes, something that's different every time you play, like the 3D gaming environment that we created with the Rivalz engine, I think you're going to really hold that community retention and that engagement, because there's always something new. You never know the outcome. There's all these different possibilities, especially with the feature that we're adding where you can create your own world.
Yeah, no, 100%. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, wait, is that like the 3D game?
Yeah, that's it. That's 3D game right there.
Nice.
That would be the soccer or the football rather. In America, we call it soccer, so you'll have to
okay,
but that's the football game. If you choose, you can actually play your football games instead of just staking or just participating in the football manager tournament. You can actually be an active participant. And if that lobby is full and you don't necessarily want to go and find a new lobby, you can actually join the full lobby as a spectator, and you can view the match going on.
That's cool. Okay, and this one is another game. That's like Trackmania style races. That's cool.
Yeah, so this is one I'm really excited about because the devs have been teasing us with it in our WhatsApp chat that we have going, and I'm just like, man, I really want to play this. Like, when can we start playing these 3D games? And they assure me that don't worry, we'll be playing these games every night.
That's nice.
We'll be getting in and playing. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
And everything is like brandable, right? Like you can have your own model of other players. Like, I don't know, have like a Decod3rs versus Rivalz games night and stuff like that. It's
right. We could develop a personalized Decod3rs car that could be given out as an NFT drop or an airdrop or something like that. We could develop a Decod3rs track, a specific track. You guys could have the input on how you want it built. And we could launch that, you know, within 48 hours, and
nice.
Ready to go. So yeah, billboards, marketing on the vehicles, marketing. The sky's the limit, really. As far as your imagination can take you, that's what we're going for, and that's what we're about to offer.
Can you make like a bald car, a shaved car?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I'm sure they can. I'm not an artist, so I have a hard time rendering that in my mind. But I'm sure I'm sure that our developers could produce exactly whatever image that you foresee.
Okay, let's go. That was up. Now we're talking.
Shades and all.
See, printing.
Yeah, and that's another aspect. So that's how the holders will actually. So one of the aspects I haven't really talked about in this specific stream is by holding the NFT and participating in the staking game, you will also earn fame, and fame is in addition to the Rivalz token. So you can spend that fame in a bid style auction. If you think you go to an auction and they offer something and everybody bids back and forth. So that's what this will be with your fame on a weekly basis. You can bid your fame in an auction to have your character or your NFT featured in the animated series. So if you win that bid, then the next weekly episode that will come out will feature your NFT. You'll have the option to dub the voice of that character if you want, and you'll be paid compensation based on the IP rights that we'll release after everything is set and ready to go. You'll earn compensation through the ad revenue that we're earning. So whenever we collaborate with somebody and we work out a deal and we produce a track or a car or a billboard or whatever, you'll receive a piece of that revenue for having your NFT featured in the episode.
Nice. Okay, because you become famous in
you're famous, right? You're trying to get your fame up, and that's not. You got to be really wise with the way you spend your fame, because that's not the only way you can spend it. There'll be end of season World Cup tournaments that will require fame to be able to participate in those. Only the most famous players will be able to participate in the World Cup. So there's this whole aspect of strategy just within the staking game itself. Do I want to spend my fame and be famous in TV, or do I want to spend my fame and be famous football player? And now with the 3D game that we're about to launch, you can even take it to, do I want to be a famous race car driver? Do I want to be a famous gangster? Do I want to be a famous, whatever? You can start utilizing your fame in all these different ways that you choose and you design.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you have like your fame, like the fame token, which is like not a SPL token, that is like an in-app currency, and you have your also token that where you will have LPs and stuff, right?
Right. So the Rivalz token will be used for things like enhancing the attributes of your character, so you have better outcomes during the staking period. So like say the baseline, it's possible that you don't earn anything. If you go into staking, if you go into a match and you stake, it's possible you get a red card. It's possible you get injured and you don't receive any compensation. But let's say the baseline for compensation is 500 Rivalz tokens. You can increase your attributes by spending Rivalz tokens and increase the amount of Rivalz token revenue that you earn from staking with that. So you can increase your attributes. You can buy loan players, as I spoke about earlier, through the loan player chest. You can participate in tournaments. We have all these different mechanisms for spending Rivalz tokens. You can even spend them in the casino. And by the way, in the casino, they're in-house made games, football themed, and only holders are going to be able to hit the jackpot. So although anybody can play the Rivalz casino games, you can spend Rivalz tokens or Sol, only the holders will have the chance at hitting the random jackpots. So we have all these different burn mechanics built in, and I think that we've really tried to look at all the different aspects of how can we make this as efficient and as the best it can possibly be as possible.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, and if I lose again, do I still get famous for being bad?
Yeah, so you're not guaranteed to get fame at all. So you only receive fame for a impressive and above. So you'll either get an impressive game or you'll get an MVP match, and those will be the only two matches that you'll be able to earn fame. And unlike Rivalz tokens, you can actually lose fame. So if you receive a red card or you get injured, you may actually lose a little bit of fame for those actions. So we try to make it as close to real world as possible. If you have a guy who's a famous footballer and he's doing all these great things and people are starting to know his name, and now his name's out there, and then he decides to do something ruthless and become a little bit infamous, then people are going to dislike him a little bit.
I get canceled.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he'll start to be canceled.
Not canceled. Hey, no. I have a couple things. Number one, we're nearly at 25%. Yay! Yeah. So we're nearly there at 25%. So congrats for that. And I just had a question before you go through the utility. The artist, like, I'm not a big NFT art fan, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you and me both.
But I quite like this. It's quite different. So who's the artist?
I don't have a name that I can give you because I'm not really in that world.
Okay.
I'm not in that part of the project.
Okay, got it.
I know that our animators are working on it, and I know that we have.
So it's a conglomerate.
It's kind of a group
one
effort
person.
with the art. Right.
Gotcha.
It's not just one person,
Gotcha.
so I can't really give you one specific name on the art.
Okay, so the
Everybody
Rivalz team came up with this art. That's awesome. So
right,
GGs to them. They did an awesome job.
Nice. What's your favorite trait?
The hoodie. I like the hoodie trait. The hoodie with the
Nice.
beanie, as you can see with my character there.
Oh yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I like the laid back casual look that's going on.
Plain and simple. That's cool.
That's it.
Yeah. I go for it. Yes.
So I kind of like all my NFTs that way, like the plain simple look. Like I like to just kind of like, I'm not a real flashy person in real life either. Like plain non-branded hoodies, some blue jeans. That's about how I like to carry myself. So that's kind of how I like to represent my NFTs also.
That makes sense because like simple is beautiful. Oh, did we lost Fee? Oh yeah,
she's gone. I'm not sure if we lost her or she left.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sometimes less is more.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100% that. Like, if it's easier for like people to identify and like stuff like that, I think it's clean is cool. It's a tricky line to be like too simple and not like nothing going on here, and something is too busy, and then like you have no idea what the fuck you're looking at.
That's part of the little things that go into a project that people a lot of times outside don't consider.
100%.
All the fine details that you have to look at. Like you said, that is a fine line. How do we make something that appeals to people that isn't too plain, but also isn't too over the top?
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. Okay, so what's coming up after Mint? Like, what's the plan? How you guys are you going to celebrate, and what's coming up for Aldous?
Yeah, so after we finish Mint, we plan on having all of the features that we've offered in the demo live 48 hours after the Mint. We got to get everything set up and live. We got to transition from the demo to the actual alpha and the version that we're going to be offering to people. Mm-hmm. We plan on having Rivalz TV. Like I said, we already have the platform built. We're just trying to get everything added to that platform as far as content, and then we hopefully will have that. I don't want to give any firm dates because one of the biggest problems that a lot of projects have is they under promise or over promise and under deliver. So we are hopeful to have that by the end of the month, middle of next month, Rivalz TV up and ready to go.
Nice.
We will continue to build on the 3D game. The 3D game maybe end of February. Hopefully we can get that launched. Like I said, that was something we were planning for season 2 that we've kind of rushed up and try to add as quickly as possible to kind of let people know of the changes in the direction that we're going. We're not just an idle game. And paying out the winners from the tournament. And then the golden boot is something that we haven't really discussed either. Initially that was something that we offered to developers and other project leaders to test the game out. You couldn't get into the demo without the golden boot. Slowly, as we worked through everything and got the bugs out, we slowly started offering that to more and more people. And then we have quite a few holders at this point of the golden boot. And so what that will offer is lifetime benefits throughout the life of the Rivalz game. So you will earn additional drops. You will have, maybe you don't pay to get your loan players. Maybe you don't have tournament entry fees. Maybe you have enhanced rewards for winning tournaments, things like that.
Nice. Okay. No, that's pretty cool. That's exciting, man. The future is cool. And by the way, but I like about the injuries and stuff like that. So can I be like the Ronaldo of Rivalz? Like if one player is really, really good and like don't do anything crazy, can he be like really, really like above the other or no?
Yeah, so actually, there's a little bit of a misconception about this that I found as the demo went along. The fame is individual per player. So if you have,
Okay.
cumulative, you have 3 players and say they all have 20 fame, you don't have 60 fame total.
Okay.
It's one player has 20 fame, and then you choose which player you want to be the face of your Rivalz campaign. So there's an option whenever you start selecting, who you want to be your main character, and whatever character you're displaying, that's the fame that you're bidding with for that
Nice.
character. So just like real life, a whole team doesn't make one person famous. That person makes himself famous.
That makes sense. And then like you can trade your players between other holders.
Well, we haven't, we're discussing that type of thing. We're getting into a little bit of alpha there. We haven't decided for sure how or if we want to introduce that, swapping players with other holders. Who knows? Maybe we'll even develop an in-house, in-game market where you can do that. You don't have to go to Magic Eden.
That could be big, man. Because
that's just something we're discussing. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but
Okay, please invite me next team meeting. Because that's like, it's like the big features that I see for FIFA games, right? Like the fact that you have like your 8 stars, like Ronaldo, whatever, C7, whatever, and then you can trade it. And it has value for you, right? And even like all of the big NFT project like Top Shot and like Super Rare, like they base their whole business model on trading their own players, right? So if you have that with Rivalz itself, this is a huge feature.
Yeah, we're really trying to bring everything, all features, all actions. We're really trying to get away from using third-party apps or third-party services. We want to offer all of that in game. We want to make this as close to something that Xbox Live Games have been doing this for a long time. PC Games have been doing this for a long time, where they have in-house stores and all these different features that they can do from within the game itself. And that's the direction we want to go in. We're not just trying to sit on our hands and ride the waves of somebody else's project and creation and thoughts and imagination. We want to be the imaginers. We want to be the creators. We want to change the standard, and we want to push forward and innovate the whole Web3 and NFT communities. We want to try to make it as new and refreshing and engaging and exciting as possible.
That makes sense. But okay. I'm excited. That's cool. Because again, like you can have like your players with like high level of fame, you make it a CNFTs, and then you can trade it on your own marketplace and you make money out of that. And then you have this financial incentive to people to play it because they can make 2 soul selling their like 2 billion fame players. That's cool.
And so there's all these other little aspects of financial aspects of it too, with you can earning jerseys or earning cleats or these other resellable features. Now some of them are burn mechanics. If you buy an energy drink to enhance your player for one match and increase the attributes for that one match, then that'll be a burned item. But then maybe we have a feature where you buy some cleats that are like unique, legendary, highly increase your attribute cleats, and then you want to resell those later on. That could be a possibility. And also, a lot of people are hanging their hat on what we've built and displayed through the demo. There is so much. The demo is the most stripped down version of what we've built that we could possibly give and test accurately for bugs and things like that. There are so many other features that are going to go along, and so many other aspects of just the staking idle game that I'm excited about. I wonder if a lot of people noticed whenever you go to the stadium and you stake, there's a up in the top right corner, there's a spot where it says chance of Mastodon raid. So Mastodon is like the villain, the evil character of the plot line. I can only imagine what that means, right? Like you haven't had that experience yet. All you've been doing is staking, possibly getting injured, but nobody's asked the question about what type of injury. Is it a soccer injury? Was there a Mastodon raid that occurred on the field during the middle of the match, and did something happen to the players? There's all these other things that are going to be introduced into the game once we go live with the full version. I think people are going to be really excited, and I'm going to be really sorry for the people who miss out on what we've developed.
And Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's the whole like manager aspect of like the verticals that you want to do with your game. But like, okay, so do you also have like the aspect on the players where like I can increase speed, like strength, like all of that
Yeah,
on
absolutely,
players?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually in the demo. We made that part of it
Yes.
live. You can go into your character. You can increase your speed, your discipline, your leadership, your strength, and then you choose how you wanna create and develop your character. And then those attributes will all play into the algorithm that we developed. That will
Nice.
be that code will be open source to you, so that you can see that it is a fair system that we've developed, and it works accurately as we've seen as we've gone through the demo. And how you develop your player will definitely determine your outcomes, especially when compared to other players in the match. And when I talked about the tournament games that we had previously, those are PvP matches. Those aren't PvE where you're just staking and hoping that you win the tournament. You're actually competing in a staking style against other holders in the community. And so, how you develop your strategy. Are you going to be more offensive? Are you going to be more defensive? Are you going to use solely lone players? You don't have to use an NFT. You could just buy a whole team of lone players. Maybe they have better attributes than what your NFT has. There's all these different strategies that can go into and factor out on the outcome of the match.
Nice. That's the demo that you were mentioning, right? That's the video.
That's one of the videos that we released. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the exact one. I think this is just featuring. This is one of the first videos we released to the community to showcase kind of what we're starting and the direction that we're going. So I think the video you showed previously with the cars racing.
Okay, there is more stuff. Okay, I can even go to the game.rivals.app, right?
Yeah.
Just need a web browser. Oh, okay. So it all begins. Cool. Let me connect my wallet.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing too. So you don't even need to download anything to participate in the 3D games that we're developing on Rivalz engine. All you need is a web browser.
That's cool. I mean, like, I don't want to install anything on my computer with Scream2 anyway, right? So you have to
do it especially in the NFT world. Every time you turn around, somebody's getting scammed. So
yeah. Okay, so I have connected my wallet. That's nice.
Yeah, so Starboy is going to be the face of who you want to be featured. When I was speaking earlier about the fame aspects, whoever your Starboy is, that's the fame that you have displayed.
Yes. Okay. I'm not famous yet.
Not yet. Yeah, and when we first launched the demo, there was we have a leaderboard for the fame, and it was already getting super competitive, even when we had low engagement over who was going to be on top of that leaderboard.
Select the football player. Oh, let's go. Okay, so all of that will be my NFTs.
Yeah, so all the NFTs that you have will be displayed there. You'll pick which one you want to be the face of, I guess you quote unquote, so your franchise. And then, so like if you, all of these other aspects will be available once we go live. I think they may or may not have already started taking some of the features down as we get ready to demolition the demo. You can see the outcomes of other people who have participated in that stadium. There's you can see the outcomes that are possible over there in the top left and the percentage chances. Now those percentages will change depending on how you advance your character with attributes and increase those attributes.
Yeah. Okay.
There will be multiple stadiums. So, if you go to Rivalz Park, which is the main big, Showtime stadium, it's going to be harder to get better results and rewards in that stadium. But the results and rewards that you do get if you earn them will be massive, versus if you go to a smaller park where it's easier to earn rewards, but you won't earn quite as many, you won't get as much fame, that type of thing.
Okay, that's dope.
And then if you go back to Rivalz Park real quick, right there, and so if you look where it's red there, I think is that where it says risk of Mastodon raid, in the red over to the right above your characters.
Yes. So active players, minimum match duration 4 hours, risk of Mastodon trade high. Okay.
Yeah. See, so that's one of those aspects that I was talking about. We put that in there to kind of get people to ask questions about what it might be.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Even though we didn't make it live, a Mastodon raid might be lower at a less well-known park, and it'll be higher at a park like this. And you know what that is, you know, I can't speak to at the moment, but you know, that's one of those features that I'm excited about. You know, I'm actually disappointed a little bit that I'm part of the team because I want to participate. You know, I would be minting right now and I would be playing in this game knowing what I know. You know, I want to participate, but you know,
You should mint, bro.
yeah, I don't think it would be fair. You know, you introduce a lot of skepticism.
Yeah, I mean,
when you have team members.
Okay, that's an interesting topic because, like, you also want to have your bag to align your incentive with your whole community having NFTs, right? So, can founders mint their own supply?
We would ask that you don't.
Yeah.
You know, it just gives a bad vibe. You know, whenever you see founders and team members buying up the NFTs, it starts to introduce things like, what are they buying it up? What are they buying it up for? You know, and it leaves a lot of open area for people to, you know, come up with their own ideas. Of what
yeah, if you mint your own, like, on a 10,000 collection, if you minted 8,000 of them, yeah, there's a problem. But, like, I mean, like 10, 20.
Yeah, but then you participate in the game and perhaps you win a tournament and then it turns into, oh, he's a team member. I wonder how he won the tournament. You know, that kind of thing. Sorian is asking how can he reveal his NFT. So we will reveal the NFTs once the mint is complete. It's not immediate reveal. That once the mint is done, then the NFTs will be revealed.
And what about the casino? So is that like original? Okay, left side, right side. Okay, so I have that. It's
I guess we've taken Goldflip down. We had that up for a little bit. Oh no, it is live.
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, it just opened like another. It's just another.
Now, this is something I have been participating in. Is the demo of Goldflip, because I think we set the max entry at 0.1 SOL. For the moment for the demo, it's essentially you pick your side and then how much you want to wager, and then you shoot. So it's literally 50-50 odds on whether or not you win. I've actually made a little bit of money playing this game here.
I can click here. So maybe that's why it's off. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure. So you should. Did you already wager the SOL? Did it already give you the option to wager? Yeah, it looks like they may have disabled it.
Yeah,
because we're starting to take this stuff down.
That's all
for the live version. But yeah, so essentially you would wager the amount of pick your side, wager your SOL, shoot, and then the goalie would appear and he would jump one way, and you know, your shot would go whichever way you chose, and if you score, then you get double what you put in.
Let's go. Okay, it's a conflict, like a branded conflict. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you have all of the stuff upcoming. That's cool, man. Like, nice execution, man. You killed it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Our team has been working really hard. You know, initially, I have to admit, whenever this was all brought to me months ago, I was actually considering getting out of NFTs for the moment until the space can mature a little bit. Especially after, you know, the whole FTX thing and all the FUD that was starting to go along with that. And then, you know, there was so many scams that were going on, and I was just kind of really getting down on the direction that it was headed. And I had a guy who was in a project with me, and he was starting his own, and he asked me if I would be more or less, you know, the brand spokesman. Most of the team is non-English speaking European. And they needed somebody who could represent and relay the information about the game accurately and efficiently. And so he asked me about doing this, and I was like, well, you know, I'm actually trying to get out of NFTs at the moment, and I'll be, you know, if it gets better, then I'll come back. And you're really going to have to sell me on it if you want me to do it. And he told me what they had going on. And it took him a little while, but once I started to put it all together, because it was so much information and so many different directions that they were going in. Once it started to tie together, I became really excited about it. And I was like, yeah, man, I definitely want to be a part of this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, like the mint jumped, so that's cool. Wait, okay, no, I think it's got cut by 2000. Okay, let me.
Okay, yeah, I hadn't even had a chance to look at it, man.
It jumped to 60%.
Oh wow, yeah, I see that.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so if you want to mint, press this mint button. because it's almost sold out. It's getting sold out. Okay, so yeah, like the supply was like 5,000, right? Yeah, okay. Got to by 2,000. Yeah, are you aware of it?
Yeah, it's just important for us to make sure that the mint is successful so that we can reimburse for everything that we've done and try to monetarily contribute to all the things that we're still continuing to build and moving forward. And we can always add more to the collection later. We can always have a second mint or introduce new mints later on down the road. So we just want to make sure that the mint is as successful as possible.
How many community members do you have like right now on Discord?
Man, I haven't even. It's increased so much over the last few days. I'm signing in right now. I'd actually have to look and see where we're currently at. We were sitting around like the 15,000, 10,000 mark last time I checked.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, people should be able to mint it out.
Like I said, we were trying to market as organically as possible.
Yeah.
And sometimes engagement and community growth is slow whenever you go that route. And we really didn't see a huge uptick until we started introducing the tournaments back around December 19th.
Yeah.
So we more than doubled the size of the community. I can say that confidently. And
cool.
The chat has really moved up. We went from having a few conversations a day to now I can't even go back and read threads 2 hours ago because there's so many people talking in the chat.
I know, it's especially right now with like this end of like crypto winter and stuff, and people are jump from like kind of like away of NFTs and like jumping into meme coin and coin stuff. That's what's happening right now. So it can explain those NFT like engagement bit lower, but we just need a couple of hype mint and then everyone will get back in it and then we can execute even better.
Yeah, so hopefully the people who mint will be true holders and they'll get into the game and they'll start to experience all the features that we have to offer and then share those experiences with other people. And once the mint is finished and we're able to get those funds, we'll start directing those more towards a marketing aspect through things like YouTube and TikTok and those types of ads and really start to try to expand the holder side of things.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it doesn't change your mission, right? Like you keep executing your game, building your game, and like find a way to hype it up with like other, like different mechanisms. You implement them, and then you continue to grow. That's what we do with Decoders, right? Like again, like we're just like we are always like one stream away or like one video away of like 1 million subscribers, and until then we keep pushing, and that's how you build a community, right?
Yeah, so we actually have funds enough to continue, even if we didn't make any money on the mint. If we didn't mint anything, we could go for another year with development. We have enough to do that. But obviously, the more money you have, the more you can do, 100%. And the faster you can do it.
Yeah. Do you want to raise money from investors, or like you want to keep this Kickstarter way of NFT ways?
That is something that we're discussing. Right now we're just trying to focus on getting the mint done. We feel that the success of the project and most projects hinge on how well the mint goes. And so that's been our main focus since we started the project. Get to mint, have a successful mint, and then after that we can start discussing all the different branches and roads that we can go on from there, because the doors will start to open at that point. So yeah, that is something that we've discussed, adding investors, especially for the ads. Obviously, if you go the TV route, commercials and things like that, you want to start offering that to not just Web3 but Web2 companies also start to endorse those types of things. So yeah, investors are on the table.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice way to bring even more capital to the table. That's cool. It's like different ways of building Web2 business with like Web3 features, and that's basically what you do. So it's cool.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Did I forget any topic that you want to mention? Anything before we slowly wrap it up? Because I will let you go back to your team to manage this mint activity, and because we were above the hour, so that's
I think we pretty much covered most of what we wanted to talk about.
Nice.
Rivalz TV is really the focus. It's always been the focus, and everything else is just about how can we enhance Rivalz TV, and you know, we haven't really spent a lot of time advertising that because most people want to see what can I play, what can I do, how can I earn back, that kind of thing. Rivalz TV doesn't really sound that glamorous or seem that glamorous when it comes to things like that, because you can watch TV anywhere on any platform. And, you know, we've developed all these other aspects to kind of bring people into Rivalz TV and see that it's not the same, it's different. And you're really going to enjoy it once you get there, and you'll be able to earn rewards while you're there. So, you know, we've really made the focus about all these you know, sub aspects of Rivalz TV. But, you know, that's the focus. We want to bring Web3 to the Web2 world, and eventually we'll have this on mobile, as long as the mint goes well. The sooner we'll have it on mobile than it will be later. So yeah, that pretty much covers it all, man. I really appreciate you having us on and doing this live stream. We love you guys over there at Decod3rs.
Thank you so much. I appreciate like this collaboration too. And like when you launch this Rivalz TV, and if you want, like we can continue this partnership and stuff. Yeah, we can like you can use this channel for like features announcement and community engagement.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But is that your fun ringing, man?
Yeah.
That's okay, man. I will let you go to your work. But everyone, thank you so much, FieldBlazer. That was like pretty cool to have you here. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for coming in and joining us, talking about Rivalz. All of the links are in the description, so feel free to check it out, mint your Rivalz, and yeah, continue the journey with the game. FieldBlazer, thank you so much, and we will see you soon around here and in our Rivalz Discord.
Thanks for having us, man. Go mint Rivalz.
Exactly. I'm gonna drop the magic in again one more time. Let's do it. Good shows and congrats on the mint. Yes, King Fitz. We are waiting for you to sweep the floor on the secondary, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Tech. I'm gonna drop the link one last time. Boom. Okay, job done. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you in the next stream. Bye, everyone.